Established in about sort of 2001, very, very slowly. Just started off with a sort of an arts committee and the desire to sort of improve the patient environment. And I got involved in about 2001 when I was a graduate for Bath University, and noticed all the bare wall spaces at the hospital and started to do exhibitions. So things grew from there really, and now we've got a small team and artwork really across the site, including exhibitions, permanent commissions, which was recently the Dyson Cancer Centre most notably, and also a live music programme with a musician in residence and visiting musicians. And we have artists working on the wards, the children's ward and older patient wards, doing crafts and art activities.
And I look after the exhibitions, and we've got over 750 artworks around the hospital. Most of them are temporary, and we tend to link in a lot with local artists, local art groups, schools and colleges.
Well, for the RUH, Art of the Heart,
Well,
it's difficult to say. First of all, Sally Gowden was my printmaking tutor when I was on the foundation course, so that's where my relationship with sort of Bath College and the printmaking thing goes back as far as that. I think probably it was about eight years or something.
Yeah, it was like maybe 2019, something like that. Just it was before COVID anyway that we first leaned in with as we said, we're always kind of reaching out, linking in with other colleges and schools from around the area. So finally we made this contact with Bath College, which was fantastic.
Can't quite remember if we ever had an exhibition before that, sort of like reaching too far back, but I'm sure we would have done something with Bath College. Yeah, I think from seeing the hospital many years ago with probably no art at all, and how clinical and sterile and really sort of not very welcoming the environment felt, and sort of since then to see, now we have art everywhere, which is kind of like a large art gallery, but we see people all the time sort of standing and reading information and looking at the artworks and discussing with their family or loved ones, and we know that from our feedback that it really helps people as a distraction, and it's also very good for staff as well, because they come in here every day. They don't want to walk down long bare corridors with no stimuli at all, so it's great for staff to see the change in exhibitions, especially because after 3 months you've kind of seen it every day, and it's really nice to see something different then come along, and also it represents so many different artists and art groups in the whole of Gaines really, and our catchment area. So I think it gives people a really broad overview of what's going on in the arts. So it's not just the sort of visual, it's the whole experience that really just normalises the sort of the hospital experience, I think, for people, and it makes it less fearful, I hope. Yeah.
And for me, I think it's also about bringing art to people that wouldn't probably normally think or go to a gallery or think that they were into art. So, that's always been an exciting part of the job I'm doing, sort of thing. And also we do sell a lot of artwork as well, and that brings some kind of income back into the hospital. So it's good for the artists and it's good for the hospital.